So today we're going to be starting my new series, which is called Spooky Saturdays. So what this is it's going to be a different episode each week about a haunted item or location. Today we're actually going to be talking about Newsham Park Hospital in Liverpool. This is going to be the topic, what we're talking about today. So please keep watching. So the building was actually built back in 1871. And it started out as an orphanage for the children of British sailors in Merseyside. The orphanage was actually a really grim place to be, so the actual matrons of the hospital and the nurses wouldn't really be that nice to the children. They were actually really cruel. They put them through awful punishments, like they would lock them in a dark cupboard alone without food or water, and also they had the cane back then. So that would have been an absolute horrendous punishment. The orphanage actually closed on July the 27th, 1949. Then in 1954 it actually opened as Newsham Park Hospital, where they had their own department for psychiatric patients and help people with mental health issues. So now mental health issues is completely different to what it was back then. They didn't really know how to cope with people. People would be put in asylums when they just had depression. In 1992, the hospital then opened as a lunatic asylum, also collabed with the Rain Hill Lunatic Asylum. All the patients were brought in to Newsham Park Hospital. The patients took up 90% of the space, and that also included one of Britain's most evil killers, and that was Ian Brady. The lunatic asylum actually shut down in 1997, so it wasn't really open that long at all. And now it is used as a ghost hunting venue. And also I think there was a zombie run, so people used to dress up as zombies and chase people around. So Newsham Park is known for its paranormal activity, and a few of the ghosts that are supposed to reside there are ghosts of children and shadowy figures. Now these children have been seen as a full body apparition, and they've also been known to grab the hands of visitors. The next ghost is supposed to reside there is a matron from the time of it being an orphanage. The matron is supposed to be known for standing on the stairs and also being wandering. There is also supposed to be a ghost of a young man called Stephen, who passed away in the 1920s from a lung condition. Now these ghosts have been seen on numerous occasions in the building, and there is an eyewitness account which I will read for you at the end. The paranormal activity that is supposed to go on there is, I'll read this for you now. So there has been dragging noises and screams, and people have heard growls right next to their ear, which is quite scary. That'd be quite it'd be quite a scary thing, I'd think, if you were in the dark and you were in this building that is known for scary activity. It'd be quite a heart-stopping moment, wouldn't it? I think it would. So people have also seen, like I said, full-bodied apparitions of children, shadowy figures and white mists. Now I think I have a picture of the white mist. I'm not sure whether it is. I'll have a little look. People have also felt breath, so somebody breathing on the back of their neck when they've been at the back of the group, or whether they've just been in there alone. If you were in the building alone, you were just having a little look around and the group had carried on. Somebody just breathing on the back of your neck and you were alone, that'd be scary, I think. I think that'd be like but then again, it is a very old building and it's probably got a lot of smashed windows. So if it was in like the winter months, I'd kind of understand that it might just be wind blowing on the back of the neck, possibly. But then again, if the windows are intact, which I'm not quite sure because I've never been, so if you're the owner of Newsham Park, please let me know. I really would love to go in there and make a video. Also, there has been known poltergeist activity. Now, like I said, it is an old building, so there's probably places where you can't go, where they're cordoned off because the floorboards are a lot weaker in that part of the building than what they are in others. But these poltergeist activities have been known to go on in these parts of the building. So tables have been thrown over, doors have been slammed when there's nobody in this part of the building. As I said, it is cordoned off for people's safety. Now, if I knew that and I heard table flip or a door slam, and I know that nobody is supposed to be in there because it says nobody is in these rooms, I would feel a bit, okay. But then again, you don't know. Like I said, I've never been. I would love to go, and I would love to work it out for myself. Now I'm going to go on to pictures. So these pictures actually made the local news. So they actually made they made quite a lot of local news around where I live. I know that they made our newspapers, and I know that they made the Echo as well. Yeah, I know that they did make local papers. So this picture was actually taken by one of the group paranormal leaders. So they do paranormal events. Now, this picture is actually a group picture. So the fella said to the Echo, he took the picture and put his phone in his pocket and didn't think nothing of it until the next day when he posted it on Facebook, and it caused quite a stir. In the centre, you can actually see a ghostly face. Whether it was a joke, somebody was messing about, you know, with like a little prop figure and stuff like that, but you'd be able to tell. And like I said, it caused quite a bit of a stir online. Everybody, they were asked, did they know if people had joined in when they didn't have a ticket and stuff like that, or did they see anything strange? Everybody contacted back and said no. People put it down to the fact that this was a paranormal incident. The girl in the actual picture was a ghost. Now, I'm not sure, but make of it what you will. I would like to try and take pictures myself of the place. Now, the next picture I'm going to show you also made the local news. Now, the person that actually took the photo was out jogging. She said that she took a picture of the building because she was going there for a birthday surprise to a ghost hunt, which quite a lot of people do. I have known that. I wanted to do it for my birthday, but coronavirus situation. Now, make of this picture what you will. I don't know what to make of this picture. I've never seen anything like this picture. It's usually like the odd face in the window, like a blurry face or something like that. Now, this picture is actually quite creepy because it's in the day, and everybody always says, well, why do you never see ghosts in the day? Now, this picture was actually taken in the day, which is kind of for me. I'm not sure about yourself. Now, you can see that there is clearly a white mist in the form of a figure, because she didn't even notice the apparition until her friend pointed it out to her. I'd be kind of freaked out by it. Then this other picture as well was taken by the same person. Now, I highlighted the image for you so you can see it clearly. The middle window on the first pane, you can kind of see what looks like a face. So you can clearly see a chin, you can clearly see a nose, and you can clearly see eyes. And it kind of does have that pointy chin, you know, kind of look. This was not really mentioned in the article. It was mainly about the ghost figure in the day on the pavement. But yeah, it's kind of a a weird group of pictures because I've never really seen anything like that. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of these pictures because I'd be really interested to know. Also, I'll read you some eyewitness accounts have been to this building and they have had experiences. So this one is just from a website. It doesn't say who had the eyewitness account or who spoke about it, but it says, "It's evil, it's pure evil. The place should have been demolished years ago. I worked long, hard shifts at night and the staff were terrified of what's going on in certain parts of the hospital. You could feel evil when you walked in. It was the atmosphere. I remember going down to the basement one night to get blankets to keep myself warm. As I walked in, I saw a man in a white coat with no head pass straight through the wall. I flew out of the room. It was terrifying." Another time I was at the reception. There used to be a stone staircase opposite. I looked up and saw a woman in a Victorian dress. She was there for a second and then disappeared. I found out that she was the old matron that used to be here when it was an orphanage. So that's what I said before. This is somebody who has actually seen the ghost of the matron. So this encounter is actually from Reddit. He also gives you a little bit of information about what ghosts are supposed to reside there, and then he goes on to his encounter. "I went to a place called Newsham Park Hospital, commonly nicknamed the Asylum." Now I'm not sure if it's called the Asylum. I've never heard it called the Asylum by anybody. I've only ever heard it called Newsham Park Hospital. So if anybody has heard it called that, please let me know, or it could just be called the Asylum because of the zombie run. I'm not sure. But anyway, commonly nicknamed the Asylum. I did research before I went here and found out there is a few common ghosts. One is a patient who was saw by a nurse who at the time didn't know whether she was distressed and went to find her after seeing that she'd only passed away in the chair. Another is of a man in a white coat with no head, the one that we just spoke about. White coat with no head, who can be found in the basement. Not much information to be found on the headless man in the history of the place. Also, a small girl who has died in the building when it was an orphanage in Victorian England. Finally, there is a Victorian woman who is known to have died in the orphanage and seen on the top of the stone staircase. And that one has also been said in the previous encounter. Anyway, my encounter was for when me and my 3 friends went there. We saw an elderly man in a suit at the front desk. Now this is a different one. So guys, like I said, please let me know if you have had any encounters in Newsham Park. I'd love to hear your story, and again, to the people at Newsham Park, please let me go. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to come back to this haunted location again in the future, and hopefully I would have been there, so I'll be able to tell you a bit more about the place. But I've actually enjoyed doing this. I've enjoyed doing the research on the place as well. So please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye guys!